Okay, let us start with a problem on balancing of rotating masses when all the masses are rotating in different planes, right? Now, several masses rotating in several planes. Okay, read out the question. Four masses. There are four masses. The four masses are A, B, C, D. There are four masses, and the given data has been tabulated, right? Now, the table is given in the question. There are four masses A, B, C, D. Mass A, mass B, mass C, and mass D. And their magnitude, it is given that are completely balanced. The four masses are completely balanced, right? Now that means no other balancing mass has to be added. हमारे पास चार masses हैं, चारों भी completely balanced हैं, right? Now the planes containing masses B and C are 300 mm apart. The planes containing the mass in plane B and mass in plane C are 300 mm apart. That means when they are placed on the shaft, we will say that we have a plane and the plane contains mass B and a plane containing mass C. The distance between B and C is 300 mm. It is given, right? Okay, the angles between the planes containing B and C is 90 degree. Angles between, again, the B and C, their angular position, the angles between B and C is 90 degree. Angles between B and C is 90 degree. Further moving B and C makes an angle of 210 degree and 120 degree respectively with D. The angular position of D with respect to B and C is given, right? Still we don't have the position of A. Find magnitude and angular position of mass A. Okay, चार masses हैं, हमें magnitude, that means mass of A and angular position of A has to be found. एक बात यह हमें find out करना है. And secondly, the position of planes A and D. A and D की position on linear shaft, right ना? हम कहेंगे कि ये एक shaft है, तो इस shaft पे A and D जो है वो कहाँ place हुए हैं? That position has to be determined, right? Okay, now angular positions, हमें A का find out करना है, मतलब A का angular position हमें दिया नहीं है, लेकिन हमें B और C के बीच का जो the angle between B and C is 90 degree, तो हम पहले B को position कर देंगे, right ना? हम कहेंगे कि जो B है, B को completely अगर हमने horizontal assume कर लिया, तो the mass B is horizontal and the angle between mass B and C is 90 degree. तो जो C है उसमें और B में 90 डिग्री है. नाउ फर्दर डेटा हमें दिया है कि B and C makes an angle of 210 degree. B and D, the angle between B and D is 210 degree. 210, that means 120, 180, 180, 30, 210 and 120, that means 90. That means हमारा जो D है वो कुछ यहाँ होगा, somewhere here lies your plane D, right? So mass in plane A, mass in plane C, mass in plane D. The angular position of A is to be found, right? This angle is 210 degrees, right? Okay, now this is all about the given data. We have a radius mass, radius of rotation of each mass, right now. So first we will prepare a table showing all this data, right? And afterwards we will use that table to find the angular and linear positions of mass A, right now. So the table consists of columns such as, the first column is plane, right? The second column is mass in kg. The third column is plane, mass, radius of rotation, right? A radius of rotation will be in meters. Then the fourth column is centrifugal force divided by omega square, that is m into r, m into okay, the kg into m into r divided by omega square, it will be into kg meters. The fifth column is distance from a reference plane, it will be again in meters. And the last column is the couple, that is m into r into L, it will be in kg meter square. So this is your table. Prepare that table. Okay, so we have only 4 planes. Can I say that the 4 planes are plane A, plane B, plane C and plane D, right? The respective masses in plane A में हमें mass मालूम नहीं है, that has to be determined. So let that mass in plane A be MA is to be determined. The mass on plane B is 30 kg, that on C is 50 kg and that on D is 40 kg. The radius of rotations are 180 mm. That given data is in mm, but we have to use the data in meters, so it will be 0.18 meters. The second data, radius of rotation is 0.24. The third radius of rotation 0.12, and the fourth, that is the radius of rotation of mass D is 0.15. Right? Now calculate MA into this data, right? Now MA into 0.18, MA into 0.18, right? Now before moving forward, okay, we can calculate all this data and we will require the distance from the reference plane. Since reference planes are to be mass marked, so since we don't have the exact position of planes A and D, right ना, so हम assume कर लेंगे कि जो A plane है that may be somewhere here, right ना. A plane को हम सिर्फ assume कर रहे हैं कि A plane is at this position and D plane is somewhere here. हम assume करेंगे कि जो D plane है वो यहाँ है. A plane is placed to the left of B and a D plane is placed at some right of B, plane B. Let the distance of the plane D from B be x, right now we don't have that distance, so हम assume कर लेंगे कि it is something x, even we don't have the exact position, so let the distance between B and A as a y and B को हम consider करेंगे the reference plane, right ना. So distance of reference plane, distance of A from B, A plane का distance from B हमने assume किया कि it is equal to y, so let it be y. Distance of B plane from the reference plane, B plane itself is a reference plane, so its distance is 0, right. This we can calculate. Distance of the plane C from the reference plane B is 300 mm, 0.3 meters, and that of D from the plane B is x. We have assumed it as x. So the couple will be MA into 0.18 into y. Can I say it is 0.18 MA y, right? And calculate all this data, complete the table. So we have completed the table with respect to the reference plane B. Now their distances, right now we know that any plane which is left to the reference plane is its distance is taken as negative, and the plane which is right to the reference plane, its distance is always taken as positive. So this distance, that is y distance of plane A from that of reference plane B, will be minus of y, right now, and this minus will make this couple as minus of 0.18 ma into y, right? Now this is your complete table. Now from this table you have to use this column number 4 and column number 6 to draw force polygon and couple polygon, right? Now we can draw force polygon, we can draw couple polygon with the help of the angular position of balls, right now. Now since data we have only one unknown in table number 4, we can go first for force polygon. So first go for force polygon. Now since the centrifugal force acting on A is unknown, right now we don't have exact position of A, whereas centrifugal force on B is acting in this direction, centrifugal force on C is acting outwards on C, and likewise that of D, right? So let us take one point, name that point as point O, draw a vector to show the centrifugal force acting on the mass B, and of course that vector will be parallel to centrifugal force acting on B and parallel to, that means centrifugal force is acting in this direction, so the vector which will represent the centrifugal force on B will also act in this direction, and the magnitude of this vector will be equal to 7.2, right now. So select a suitable scale. Say if I say that select a scale of 1 kg meter equals to 10 mm, right now 1 kg meter equals to 10 mm. So the vector representing the centrifugal force on B will be in this direction, and its magnitude will be equal to 7.2 into 10, that is 72, right now 7.2 into 10 will be 72 mm. So draw this vector of length 72 mm, right? Now let this point B, since it is since it is denoting the centrifugal force on mass B, let that vector be OB, right? Now centrifugal force on C is acting in this direction, so the vector representing the centrifugal force on C will act in same direction, that is perpendicular to vector OB. So from B, draw a vector perpendicular to OB somewhere, stop at point C. The length of BC, the length of vector BC will be equal to 6 into, according to scale, 6 into 10, that is 60 mm, will represent 6 kg meters, right? Now centrifugal force on D will act in this direction, and the vector representing that centrifugal force will be parallel to this. So draw a vector whose magnitude is equal to 6, that is 60 mm, and we will get some point D, right? Now since we are getting a polygon, the closing side of the polygon, that is vector DO, should represent the centrifugal force acting on the mass A, right now the vector DO should represent the centrifugal force acting on mass A. So can I say that vector DO is equal to, and its magnitude will be equal to m into A into 0.18, right now DO as m into A into 0.18. do vector, we have drawn it, just measure it in terms of mm, राइट ना, mm के टर्म्स में हम मेजर करेंगे और उसकी वैल्यू हम सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे. when its value is substituted, we get vector do as 3.6, that is 36 mm, right now 36 mm equals to ma into 0.18. so calculating further, we get ma, the mass on the plane A, as 20 kg. so we have got the mass on A as 20 kg. so we have the mass as 20 kg, mass as 20 kg. first data, right now we are supposed to find out magnitude and angular position of A, so magnitude is known. the second thing, the angular position. since हर एक वेक्टर हमने सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स को पैरेलल ड्रॉ किया, इसका मतलब जो DO है, जो सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स ऑन ए रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, वो भी सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स ऑन ए को पैरेलल होगा, है ना. और सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स ए को पैरेलल होगा तो ऑब्वियसली इट विल बी एक्टिंग समवेयर इन दिस डायरेक्शन. सो this may be the position of A, right. now just we have to do the thing that measure this angle, the angle between plane B and A will give me the angular position of mass A. the angular position of mass A when measured is found to be 236 degree. so angle, let that angle be AOB, and that angle AOB is 236 degrees. so this is the angle we have found. okay, so the first bit is complete, that is magnitude and angular position of mass A is determined, right. now we will use the second column and find out the position of the planes, right now the linear position of planes A and D, right. so we will use the last column. the last column is used to draw a couple polygon, right. now since we have got this value 0.18 ma into y, ma value is known to us, right. so move forward and go for the couple polygon. so couple polygon, the couple acting on B is 0, the couple acting on, since still y is unknown, x is unknown, we don't have the exact couple acting on mass A and on mass D, but the couple acting on mass C is known and it is equal to 1.8. so take a point O, say dash, O dash, right, and draw a vector to represent the couple equal to 1.8 acting on the mass C. B के ऊपर mass is the couple is 0, C के ऊपर the couple is 1.8, on D it is unknown, it is in terms of variable, on A it is in terms of variables, right now. so the only couple known to us is the couple acting on the mass C and it is equal to 1.8. so select a scale of say 1 kg meter square equals to 10 mm or 1 centimeter, right now. so 1.8 will be equal to 18 mm. 18 mm of vector has to be drawn to represent the couple acting on mass C, right now. Now since the couple is positive, the vector will be acting in the direction of the centrifugal force. Centrifugal force on C is acting in this direction, so the couple will also be acting in the same direction of that of centrifugal force. So draw a vector parallel to this centrifugal force acting on C, parallel to centrifugal force on C. This is the vector which is representing, say it is a point C dash, vector representing couple on the mass C, and it is equal to 1.8, right now, since we have represented it, but the scale is 18 mm. The length of this vector will be 18 mm, where 1 kg meter square is equal to 10 mm, right? Now the couple acting on mass C has been denoted. The couple acting on B is 0. The only thing is that we have to find out the couple on A and D, right now. Now the couple on D and couple on A. The couple on D, of course, will be acting, since it is positive, it will be acting in the direction of the centrifugal force on D, right? बात तो यही है ना कि सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स D के ऊपर इस डायरेक्शन में एक्ट कर रहा है. कपल विल ऑल्सो बी एक्टिंग इन द सेम डायरेक्शन विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू C, राइट? नाउ इसका मतलब मैं एक वेक्टर ड्रॉ कर सकता हूं, एंड दैट वेक्टर विल बी पैरेलल टू द सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स, पैरेलल टू सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स, एंड ऑफ कोर्स इट विल बी पासिंग फ्रॉम द पॉइंट C, right? So exactly the point D will lie on this line, right? So this is a vector. The vector lying on this line will be representing the couple on the mass D, right? Now since we don't have its magnitude, we cannot draw, right? Its magnitude is equal to 6x, where x is unknown, right? Now the second thing, that the vector acting on A, since the centrifugal force on A is acting in this direction, so the vector will also be acting in the same direction, but okay, in the same direction. Let us draw it in the same direction, and with respect to A is your last point, so with respect to A it will be passing from O, a vector which is passing from O and parallel to centrifugal force on O will be somewhere like this, right? So this line says that D point may be lying on this line, and the second vector says that D point may be lying on this line, so the intersecting point will give me the point D, where O dash D dash taken in this direction, right? Now taken in this direction represents minus of 0.18 MAY, and the vector D dash C dash represents 6x in the direction of this itself, right? Same direction, right? Now we know that since the direction is minus, it should be reverse, right? Now can I find their exact positions? So here you complete your couple polygon. This is your couple polygon. Now the vector D dash C dash, right? Now the vector D dash C dash or C dash D dash represents a magnitude of 6x, right? Measure this distance, convert the scale, and find out the value of x. So x is found to be 0.383 meters, 383 mm, right? Now so C dash D dash is 2.3 kg meter square. When I measure this, इसे measure कीजिए और उसका scale convert कीजिए, it is something equal to 2.3, है ना? मतलब कि वो 23 mm आ रहा है. So 2.3 kg meter square is equal to 6x. After calculating this, we get x equals to 0.383 meter. 0.383 meter means 383 mm. X is 383 mm, right? Now this is your distance x, and okay, so we have got x equals to 383 mm. now एक बात यहाँ ध्यान देने लायक है कि सिंस ओके, लेट मी रब दिस पार्ट सिंस द स्पेस डायग्राम इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड नाउ हमें जो वेक्टर c डैश d डैश मिला है ना, दिस वेक्टर, सिंस वी हैव गॉट d पॉइंट द डायरेक्शन विल बी समवेयर हियर, राइट ना, और इसका भी डायरेक्शन कुछ उस तरफ ही रहेगा, लेकिन माइनस है इसलिए हमने इस तरफ कर दिया है, राइट. सो x इज 383 mm, लेकिन एक्चुअली जो d मास के ऊपर सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स एक्ट हो रहा है वो इस डायरेक्शन में है और वो पॉजिटिव है. इसका मतलब कि कपल भी इसी डायरेक्शन में एक्ट होना चाहिए, लेकिन हमारा जो कपल्ड पॉलीगॉन है उसमें से हमारा वेक्टर उस डायरेक्शन में दिख रहा है. दैट मीन्स द x is, the distance of x is negative, that is minus 383 mm, right. That means the position of B and C were fixed, that is 300 mm. D point lies to the left, right ना, since वो नेगेटिव आ रहा है तो D point लेफ्ट में लाई करेगा, लेफ्ट में लाई करेगा द प्लेन D एट ए डिस्टेंस ऑफ 383 mm, राइट ना. स्टिल ए की पोजीशन हमने डिटरमाइन नहीं की है, लेकिन हमें यह मालूम है कि द वेक्टर d डैश o डैश विच इज इक्वल टू minus of 0.18 ma will give me y, right now. So this is your y. Minus of 0.18, mass of a is 20 kg, 20 into y and d dash o dash मेजर करो, उसका जब हम स्केल कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो we will get it equivalent to 3.6 kg meter square, and after calculating this we get y equals to something -1, that is minus of 1 meter, right now. That means 1000 minus of 1000 meter. Now y, हमने डायरेक्शन कहा कि सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स इस डायरेक्शन में एक्ट कर रहा है, लेकिन एक्चुअली अगर ये नेगेटिव है तो जो हमारा वेक्टर है वो तो सेंट्रीफ्यूगल कपल उस डायरेक्शन में एक्ट होना चाहिए, मतलब कि y की वैल्यू पॉजिटिव है, दैट इज 1000 mm, राइट. सो द मास ऑन A is lying at a distance, the plane A is lying at a distance of 1000 mm to the right of B, right ना, मतलब कि प्लेन A जो है that is lying towards the right of the reference plane B and at a distance of 1000 mm, right. So this is your complete problem. Thank you.